creation, on wet creation, and definitely we just have to go through it. And I think the 8 points I'm giving, the American Heritage Dictionary of English Language define full cycles as going back to one starting point. And one of the definition of cycle is series of process and finishing at the starting point or constantly. So one of the most important thing is the cycle you belong to make you or break you. Like the clique of influence, the people you work with, the people you talk to, your friends. But the most important thing is there are people that you go with them, but they will never add anything positive to you. Okay, you will never see anything positive from them. Why there are some people that when you are with them, so many things change, like your life change, your everything around you change. So we want to look at 8 things this morning, and one is fear of base family. Fear of base family. If you are born in a fear of big family, you are not encouraged to try anything because of the fear of failure. The atmosphere in which a home is make decisions which you are not attempt because you don't want to make a wrong decisions. So most people, we call it the family base, the fear based on family. Now, most of us, we come up in some family that we are not allowed to try new things. We are not allowed to dare things. We are not allowed to just take one step and say, okay, let me do this and see the next phase on how it's going to be. Okay, so like what I say here is the atmosphere in which a home make decisions that which you do not want to attempt anything because you don't want to make a wrong decisions. But the most important thing is, if you don't fail, you will not learn. Failure is another failure is also a teacher. Failure is a teacher. When you fail from something, you learn and go back again and try and dare that things. And definitely, as you have failed one times, you learn some things and you go back and dare that thing, and definitely you win and you get the direction. Okay, second one is controlling home. The controlling home. Some homes, they are controlling home. Now let's see something here. Those who are raised in this context are never allowed to really full matured in certain aspects of life. Their parents did everything for them and then go on to repeat the same thing with their own children. When opportunity come their way, then shake it away because they are control of their life. Now, when we talk about something like that, the truth is most people are controlled. Okay, now they are pampered. They don't want my son, I don't want my son to do this, I don't want my son to do that. So they are pampered. They are pampers. They are not allowed to do some things. They are not allowed to try something. They are not allowed to, to just take some step. Okay, they are controlled, and they even transfer that to their children. They transfer that to their children that no, mirologia, common miragia, that kind of things. So they don't allow them to dare things. It's also an obstacle. And third one here is secure family. Secure family. The secure family could be where children are raised in the atmosphere of separation, divorce, or constant fight. In such a home, money is a problem. There's never enough of it, so the children always feel financial insecurity. With that kind of mindset, it becomes very difficult for them to know how to create perpetual wealth rather than they create opposite of the to perpetuate it. And element of wealth creation is risk-taking, but once rising in the home where there is such insecurity, you are one against taking risk. Okay, for example, the truth, that is just the truth anyway. Wealth creation is a risk-taking. You need to take risk. You need to dare things, even the things no one have done in your family, even the things that nobody in your family has ever done it. You have to dare it. You have to take. You have to try it. Okay, you have to come up with an idea that no one in your family had ever tried. That is how you create wealth. Wealth creation, you can create wealth in your comfort zone. You can create wealth on your bed. You can create wealth when you have been a daddy boy, a mommy girl. Okay, you have to come out, face the lion. Now, one of the practical example of it is David. David happened to be a very brave guy, even in the family. When you read the story of David is like a rejected son that nobody wants to deal with. The brothers are there doing fashion parade, with masquerade, big masquerade, big boys with big chairs, six-pack. But David is in the field. He is in the field watching after the sheep. Okay, now he learned something there, and David never learned what is it called? David never become what he is from being in his comfort zone. Okay, so that is another thing we need to look at. It's something we just need to look at. It's something we need to look at as a people. Wealth creation is taking risk. Number 4, the performance-based family. There's the performance-based family. The performance-based family is more like scoring, marking for every action carried out in the home. The children live to please the parent and always seek approval because they found it to be the only way to get whatever they wanted. They never learn to build or fail or fall apart with any failure. Like in some homes, what they see is that, okay, they score you, okay, you're doing well, okay, if you don't do this thing, I'm not going to buy a sandal for you. If you know this, I'm not going to buy your school this thing for you. So the children grow up with that mentality that they want to get approval from everybody. They need approval from anybody. Whatever they want to do, they need approval. Okay, so now they live their life based on that, and they don't want to try to see, okay, if I can win this thing, or I fail this thing, or I will make it. So life is all about trying something, daring something. Like I said it before, do what no one have done in your family. Try one thing that no one has done it in your family. Maybe in your family they are all civil servants. Nobody had been an entrepreneur in your family. Nobody owned their own business in your family. Maybe in your family nobody owned their business in your family. Nobody is an entrepreneur in your family, but you can come up to try it. You know, in some family that's okay, our own is that go to school, finish school, start getting a job, start doing your job, and once you start doing your job, they'll start paying you, and once they start paying you, when all you know is that, okay, one day you will retire and enjoy. You know, retirement is, let me tell you the truth, retirement is what most people don't know. Work for me, let me feed you, retire, and wait for your debt to come. So it's wait for your debt to come. They don't want to say, okay, try this thing, see how you can make this thing out. Being wealthy or wealth creation is not done in your bedroom. It's not done in your comfort zone. You need to go out. You need to go on the field. You need to dare. You need to fight the lions. You need to fight the bears. You need to fight so many things to get what you want to get. So that is why when you see somebody like I was discussing with one of my friends, this is what people don't know. You know, sometimes I posted something yesterday. There's one of my, I put out something which said, if you want to copy a business model of someone, remember to copy the headache. Now this reminds me of something. When Jesus was on this earth doing his ministry, there's this woman that come there's two of his followers. The mom come to him and say, okay, you know, Jesus, you know what I want you to do for me? This is my two children working with you. I want you, when you get to your glory, let one be at your left hand side, let one be at your right hand side. And Jesus told her and I said, can they drink the cup I want to drink? If they can drink that cup, understand, if they can pay that price I'm about to pay, this thing you ask for will be given to them. Now the most important thing is that most of us as human being, we don't see that side. Now when you see somebody doing well, you don't know what the person has gone through and still going through. Okay, so the most important thing, you need to go out there, stand and try that thing today. So number 5 is the abusive family. Okay, the abusive family. When people are raised in abusive atmosphere, sexual abusing, emotional or physical, and they are also acquire a certain addiction or text with an experience of abuse, wealth creation become difficulty, because in most cases such abuse also require an expenditure of little fun they have. For example, okay, let me finish first. Those who are raised in perfect based homes are always seeking approval and permission before they carry out their dream and vision. Now let me tell you this. The truth is that you are the carrier of your vision, and nobody will care for your vision more than you. That's the truth. Even the people you bring to work with you, even the people that are say, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to die with you, I'm going to do this thing. But the truth is that when the battle gets tougher, definitely you are going to know who is for you and who is not for you. That is the most important thing. So even Jesus himself was denied by his disciples. Okay, Jesus himself was denied by his disciples. So I just want to chip this in life. Never pitch your tent on and say to anyone. Never attach your success to anyone. Okay, the most important thing you need to do is love everyone, treat everyone right. Okay, but the truth is that you don't need validations. Like what is here? He said they need. He said they seek approval, permission before they carry out their dream and vision. And that is the truth. Okay, they seek approval. They will seek approval. They will need somebody to validate their dream. Understand? If you are like that, you will never succeed. The journey to the wilderness of entrepreneurship is lowly ground. Is on lowly ground. I'm telling you the truth, is on lowly ground, because the truth is sometimes you can never please everyone. You can never please everyone. Okay, even though when you tried your best to please people, but in one way and the other, they will forever saying, okay, this is not done, this is not done. So like what we say, he said, don't wait on people approval. Do your things as long as your conscience is right to everyone. As long as you know that this thing I'm doing it free from my heart. Now, the nature of financial successful is that they never wait for people permission. If you want to be successful in this life, if you want to be wealthy, if you want to be wealth creator, if you want to be somebody that has what it takes to do well, you don't need to wait for people approval. You don't need to wait for people this thing to say, okay, this person this or that. You don't need approval. That is the truth. You don't need approval of anyone. Now, take the risk and make it happen. Take the risk and make it happen. Okay, this kind of homes conditions the individuals of making them to feel that they deserve the poverty. Okay, they have wealth creation become difficult because the mind has already been conditioned. So now some of us, our mind has already been conditioned. They already have their mind, the mindset are they built up that nothing good cannot come out from it. That is why you see people today, most people are built up their mind and said nothing good will come out from it. See, let me tell you, you have the right to become who you want to become in life. You have the right to become who you want to become. God has given you what it takes to become the greater person you want to be, because you are built. You have the capacity in you. But what reduces us is because we need people validation. We need people approval to do this. Now, wealth creation becomes difficult because the mind has been conditioned. The belief system which work in us is always on two levels. Things we cannot stand on. So can you guys, so the most important thing, please Babe, can you call today? You're trying to reach me. Okay, so our subconscious mind must be loaded with.
You're trying to reach MD.
Okay. I don't know. I just wanted to confirm if you've gotten it.
Okay, can you guys hear me now? Okay, can you guys hear me? I'm so sorry. Somebody's trying to call and the line is really breaking. So we talking about subconscious mind. Okay, subconscious mind. What you bring into your heart, what you accept, okay, into your heart. And I said we need to be very careful what we consume. We need to be very careful what we consume. And also, when a good news of Jesus come into you, it immediately affects your conscious and spiritual and intellectual level. However, unless there is deliberate step to see that your mind is transformed, your subconscious and preconditioned mind tended to hold away when certain truths come in. Okay, when certain truths come in. This is why Paul said there has been a renewal of minds. He said, and that is in the Romans 12. Romans 12:2. He said, do not conform any longer to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve of what God's will is, these good pleasures and perfect will. So what we are going to see there is, let me just come here and say, he said, take for example, as a young child was raised under impression that the harder the work, the more money come. See, the truth is that hard work is good though, but hard work is not what gives you money. Smart work, smart. When we talk about hard work, if hard work, just physical hard work give money, all these are bookie where they carry heavy thing and then go don't be richest person on this earth, but they don't smell them. Okay, have you asked yourself why an aboki go come or working on site that they are carrying the heavy things, doing the heavy things, and at the end of the day, their money for the day will be 2,500, 2,000, 3,000. Why is it like that? Because the truth is they do physical hard work. They are doing physical hard work, but that is not where the money is. But you see another person in the office with the computer, and before you know, that person is creating wealth to the company, and at the end of the day is collecting some. If they don't collect at all, they are collecting 1 point something million. But why the man on the site carrying that heavy stuff, doing everything, is collecting how much? 2,535, 5,000 per day. So the truth is that when we are growing up, they say hard work. Yes, hard work is good, but smart work is also the important. If you work smart is the important. So we need to look at that. We need to know that's okay. What matter is smart work. Wow. Now let's go. It made me later in life to question people who sat behind the desk and made money than the blue collar man who spent hours and hours working in workshop for the same company. Yes, I just give the example now. Okay, they spend hours and hours. Some we even do night shifts. There's this I'm not trying to mock But there's this guy working one of the company in Agbara those days, and what they are collecting is 20,000 every end of the month. And I asked, okay, but in that company, do you know that there will still be people that will be collecting millions, hundreds of thousands every month? Because it's different. Wow. So the view we hold on finance, wealth creation, or reality of poverty are often shaped by our upbringing, which is the truth. You know, some family, they have conditioned them that, okay, all you just need to do, go to school, get job, do your NYC, and get work, and started collecting salary and started taking care of me. That is the intention of some family. Okay, that's the intention of some family. Is just go to work, go to school, start working, start sending money to me. That is some people's intention. But you know, there's something that we need to change as African, which parents will say, okay, I'm doing this thing for you so that you take care of me in my old age. That is lie. In Western world, something like that is not happening. Okay? In Western world, something like that is not happening. You can't tell me that, okay, because you're my parent. Yes, I owe my parent. I have to take care of my parent, but their living shouldn't be on me. That is the truth. Their living shouldn't be on you. Because every day, every parent ought to plan for their retirement. Every parent ought to plan for their retirement. But not there waiting for you. Because let me tell you the truth. You have your family. You are going to take care of your family. So, it's already a meal. Let's continue. Okay. And having a background of poverty made me to believe the following. Let me read it for you. I have two things here. You know, coming from a poor background made me to believe that money was not common. It must always be secrecy.